It must pretty suck to be the most hated person in the whole world. It's gotta really suck, you know. And this video is just based on John Cena. God, man, I see a lot. I know a lot of people hate the guy. I don't like John Cena. Hate is a strong word. That's a strong word. I don't like John Cena, and I'm with the rest of the people in the world that do not like John Cena because I actually feel sorry for the guy. You know, I actually feel sorry for him. You know, he when Raw is over and he goes home, he probably cries at night because people just hate the guy, and it's a legitimate reason why people hate John Cena. If John Cena truly want to know why people hate him, won't he go ask the creative team why they hate him? If he wanna know why people hate him as a babyface, go and ask Vince McMahon why do they hate you? Because the reason why they hate you, John Cena, is because of the same stuff. It's the same superhero-ish, the same overbecome the odds, the same I'm the best man in the company, the same I get all the titles, all the championships, and you never hold a WWE championship. That's what it is. You know, that's why people hate John Cena. Because his character is never going to change. He always going to be on top of the mountain. He always going to be the one that's hoisting that WWE championship above his head. He'll never change his theme song music. He always going to wear the same colors. He always going to be on Fruity Pebbles boxes. He just will not change. And that's not John Cena's fault. You know, that's not John Cena's fault. I can't blame him. It's the company's fault. You know, CM Punk should be the top babyface in the organization. John Cena should just turn heel like everybody else. Saying, forget the kids. Forget the kids. You see John Cena on this picture with a Muppet. Did you ever see Stone Cold Steve Austin on a picture with a Muppet baby? You know, it's just so, like, how can I say, it's so kiddish. And it's just so weird, you know? I know I speak for everybody out there who was a fan of WWE. And some people out here that like John Cena. And mostly them kids and women that like John Cena. But we just tired of it. We just tired. We just want wrestling to not be about John Cena. That's period. We just want wrestling to be about other superstars. Other superstars that can be pushed up to the main event level. How is they going to be pushed up to the main event level when John Cena is constantly in the main event and he's fighting the same people? You know, I said this the day John Cena got drafted to Raw back in 2005. I was at that show in St. Louis, Missouri. I was at that show. I said the day John Cena get drafted to Raw, he gonna miss Monday Night Raw up. And he did. What they should have did is just kept John Cena on SmackDown where he was and never put him on Raw from the start. You know, that's when it started being all about John Cena, the day that he got drafted to Monday Night Raw. That's when it started being his show. You know, Batista never got enough credit because they always put him second to John Cena. You know, and it's just the perception of the WWE business now. They don't got nobody but John Cena. Because if John Cena actually left this company, where would the company go? Who would they rely on? It was a time in the business where you had guys that can carry the show without one superstar. Say for instance, Stone Cold Steve Austin gets ran over by the car. The storyline, he actually needs a neck surgery. You had Triple H, you had The Rock, you had D-Generation X, you had Mick Foley, you had Kane, you had The Undertaker, you had all of those superstars that can carry a show without one superstar to carry the whole show. Right now they just centered around John Cena. Stone Cold Steve Austin came right back in year 2000 and fit right into what they was doing. That's what's hurting the wrestling business. That's what's hurting the WWE. Is because they too protective of a John Cena. Let this guy change. Let him do what he want to do. Don't speak for John Cena. It's like they doing. This is what my view on it. It's like they trying to just be all up in him. Like they don't want nobody to touch John Cena. You know, and we all sick of John Cena's character. That's all. We just tired of John Cena's hero gimmick. We have had that. It was cool in 2005, but it's different in 2013. 2013 is not 2005. That was a long time ago. When John Cena first burst on the scene in 2005, when he won the WWE Championship from JBL, that was a time that we liked the John Cena. That was the time. I can admit, I love John Cena. I used to love John Cena. Every time he would come out, especially when he was the military John Cena, I really liked John Cena because he was able to be himself in that ruthless aggression time. When right around the time when Raw was switching into the PG era, that's when I was a fan of John Cena. I can admit I was 100% John Cena and Batista. That's who I was. But ever since WWE went to the PG era, my John Cena fan, the inner John Cena fan, just slowly declined because we kept getting the same old thing. I really liked the John Cena's matches with Bobby Lashley. I'm talking about during that time with Shawn Michaels, with Randy Orton and Triple H. That's when I liked the John Cena. But now, since those people was gone, like the Batistas and the Shawn Michaels and the Mr. Kennedys and the Bobby Lashleys and the Fit Finleys and the Chris Benoits and the Edges, it's all back down to one person, John Cena. See, John Cena can really hog the spotlight up back then, like in 2008 and 7, because it was more superstars on the roster that can be in the main event. You still had Shawn Michaels there to be in the main event, and so Shawn Michaels retired. You still had Taker. You had Batista carrying SmackDown, so nobody really cared about Raw. But now, since Raw is based around John Cena, there is nobody to carry SmackDown. That's what the problem is. That's what's hurting the WWE, because you have nobody to sit around to carry both shows. You had Batista and John Cena. You had John Cena on Raw and Batista on SmackDown. You didn't really necessarily need to watch Raw. You still had SmackDown, even if Raw wasn't good. But now SmackDown is boring, and Raw is centered around John Cena. SmackDown has nothing to do with Raw anymore. They just completely killed SmackDown. SmackDown is just a gone. It used to be Raw and SmackDown. And SmackDown was at a point. Excuse me, guys. My computer screen went dead. But SmackDown was at a point where it was second to Raw because they had a second star to carry the show. And then you bring in The Rock, who could have had an excellent match with John Cena, but you want to feed him and disrespect him to the point where, first of all, how could you do this to The Rock? The Rock was the one who got me started to watch wrestling. Man, back in high school, I wanted to be The Rock. I wanted to be Steve Austin. But how could you subject The Rock to John Cena and not let them do what they wanted to do? If The Rock and John Cena really had support in everything and was able to be themselves, You would have seen the best out of The Rock, and you would have seen the best out of John Cena. You know, and I'm with the people who sick of John Cena. I'm with that list of people who's tired of John Cena. It's just to a point where, can the guy just take a break? Can the guy just go off of WWE TV? Come back in 5 years. Come back in 5 years. We'd be like, "Ooh, that's John Cena. Look, that's John Cena. John Cena back." We just need a break. It's like a girlfriend break up with her boyfriend. You need a break. You need some time off. You need some time off to go and think about if you want this girl again. You want to be with her again. That's how John Cena is to the WWE. In them 5 years that John Cena gone, I guarantee you, a new star will be born. A new superstar will be on the rise. Why I say that? Because John Cena won't be there hogging the spotlight. You might see the biggest Cody Rhodes or the biggest Damian Sandow you ever saw. If John Cena would just go away for 5 years. Just go away for 5 years and then come back and let's talk John Cena. Let's talk in 5 years. Go away as long as The Rock did. And come back and let's talk. You know, come back and make your surprise return. He need a surprise return. That little skimpy dimpy Royal Rumble 2008 surprise return wasn't cutting it. You just go away and recharge your batteries. Go to Hawaii. Sip on some coconut juice. And come back. And maybe we will respect you. But now we just want WWE to be about the new generation. That's what we want. That's all we're asking for. We don't hate you. We don't want you to die during John Cena. We don't want nothing to happen to you. We just want wrestling to be cool again. Because you're not making wrestling cool again. And that was my John Cena feed. And peace.